Hey, what's up, you guys? Loco here. I'm back with Adam Moriarty from Mobalytics. He's the challenger coach. Say hi, Adam.
Hey, it's your boy Adam Moriarty, Isles challenger coach here with Loco Doco.
You say, hey, it's your boy every single time in every single video.
I have to.
Anyways, we're going to review Cloud9 versus CLG. You guys liked it. Last time Adam came over and reviewed a video with me. So yeah, let's do it again. This one was pretty interesting. There was a lot of spicy picks, so let's get started. So let's get started with the draft. This is actually a pretty meaningless game in terms of overall effect on rest of LCS because C9 has locked in first, and CLG is out of playoffs. So both teams actually going to be trying out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Both teams actually come into it with some pretty standard bans.
Karthus ban.
I mean, no, because Wiggly's been playing a lot in solo queue, and he actually played it the last game.
He was terrible on it.
He was terrible on it, but Karthus jungle kind of opens up a lot of double AD soul lane combinations, so you can kind of take that out. Obviously, they're less scared of his Elise than the Karthus, and that's pretty much what it means. Just obviously, he's not much of a Taliyah player either, so the only two AP champions he plays are. I mean, he does play Gragas, but it looks like they have higher priority on it.
Why is Karthus so strong?
So Karthus is one of those champions that farms essentially the fastest out of any of the junglers.
Yeah, he's the fastest clear by far.
He's the fastest clear by far, and his scaling in terms of team fighting and damage output is also one of the highest. I mean, obviously you can put like some of the tank junglers like Sejuani up there in terms of utility, but in terms of like actual impact on a team fight, Karthus is one of the best. And then when you combine that with aggressive AD soul laners who like to go for all-ins, who like to make split push plays, Karthus can just enable them while farming to do exactly what they want to do, which is go for the 1v1 and then have that global Karthus ultimate to make sure they clutch it.
Yeah. Karthus is an insane scaler, and a big factor of that is his guaranteed damage. So how item balance is done is AP items are inherently stronger than AD items in general, just due to when you give a champion non-guaranteed damage, right? Like, I mean, let's take a look at some of the AP champions here, like Rumble, Zoe, Gragas. Their damage actually isn't guaranteed. They have to hit spells so they can have stronger itemization, where the AD champions, especially due to AD carry, have a lot of guaranteed damage, so the items have to be inherently a little bit weaker.
Yeah.
And Karthus breaks that rule because he has guaranteed damage on his ult.
Yeah.
Sure, his Q isn't guaranteed damage, but his E and ult are guaranteed, so yeah, this champion is a monster scaler.
Yeah, it's mostly considered like a solo queue pick, but there's definitely a lot of people like LS or some people even in LCK who consider it competitively viable. And some teams have been trying it out in scrims. I do like some of the other bans from CLG as well, banning the Pantheon because I think Cloud9 quadriflexes that. No joke, they play it. I think Vulcan plays it support as well in solo queue. And then that Kalista Taric combo that came out of LPL and LCK has been becoming more popular in the West as well. So they ban Sven, who is known to have a really strong Kalista. They just ban it out. They get rid of that thing.
It's super also for Licorice too.
Oh, right, because they've been flexing it for top lane.
Yeah. Champion Ocean.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just very, pretty solid target bans coming in from CLG.
And one thing I've been seeing a lot more in LCS is the Rumble plus Varus combo.
Yep.
Or just kind of any AoE plus Varus, and the Varus goes lethality. Because Rumble's able to do like the first half damage that's required to get people low enough where Varus Q really starts to hurt with lethality. And both have insane range with it too. And the two ults play really nicely with each other. Varus ult on top of Rumble ult, and then the Varus Q, so a lot of internal synergies.
It's a pretty classic combo from back when both of those champions were more popular in competitive play. Like, it was pretty common to go Rumble Ashe or Rumble Varus back in the day. Now they're just bringing it back. It's particularly good for a team like CLG, who does have such a proficient Rumble player. Ruin, hits rank 1 on the NA solo queue ladder, mainly maining Rumble. So it's a good pick for him. Pobelter also has been playing Rumble mid, so it's a nice flex for the CLG lineup just in general. And then, quite honestly, Sixay's been underperforming a little bit, so put him on a safe poke champion like Varus. He has historically been good on the longer range ADs, like Caitlyn, he's had an okay Varus in the past. So I do like this composition from CLG. It makes sense. He even got the Jace there for kind of extra poke synergy with the Varus. Jace EQ into Varus Q, snipe him out with the Rumble. Doesn't really matter which order you use these three champions in. They can
just delete them.
Yeah, they can just delete them. Now, of course, this comp, the Rek'Sai doesn't really fit in my opinion. I would have preferred, like, Jarvan's up, right?
Yeah, Jarvan's up.
Why isn't it Jarvan? I don't like fully understand.
Yeah, me neither. The Rek'Sai pick there is kind of weird. Maybe they don't want to be Jarvan into Gragas. The jungle matchup early can be rough.
I just in this kind of thing, like I'm not really like super thinking about like the jungle, like this isn't a composition where they're like
Early game matters so much.
Where the jungle matchup in particular matters like that much. They're really going for mid game dragon fights and poking people out, and the Jarvan just works with that a lot better. In my opinion, so I would have preferred something like that, especially because Aphelios no mobility, can't get out of the cage. Zoe also
they wouldn't have been able to feed a Zoe, but I understand what you mean.
Yeah,
J4 just makes
J4 makes their combo easier. Like even if the J4 dies, if he locks someone in, free poke from Varus, free poke from Jace, Rumble ultimate layered over. I think I much would prefer that pick because I just don't know what the Rek'Sai does with this comp.
I want to talk about the Bard pick. I love this pick here. I think people should be counterpicking Tahm Kench much harder.
Agreed.
The most common matchup we see in NA is one side picks Braum, the other side picks Tahm Kench.
Yeah, that's the I hate that trade whenever I see. Whenever I see like someone early pick Tahm Kench and then the other team like handshakes like a tank support, I'm just like, unless there's like amazing synergy, like you're trying to go for like Orianna Alistar combo or something like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like why handshake the Braum? I don't really understand. So I completely agree with the Bard. I love me some Bard. Bard's actually been the best performing solo queue support in Hyelo so far. He has the #1 win rate to pick rate ratio out of any single support, and I'm really happy that people are bringing him to competitive play because when your stats are like that absurd with like a 57% win rate Masters Plus and like 14% pick rate, it's he's just a crazy champion in this kind of environment. So really like the Bard pick. Something else is like really popular.
I also realized something. I'm gonna let this video play for a little bit. They end up locking in Yasuo, not Zoe.
No, I got trolled. Oh, dude, J4 is even better in the Yasuo. That's like
they wouldn't know that it would be Yasuo or Zoe though. But I remember C9 played Yasuo Gragas both games.
Trolled here.
And then I was like, wait, why is there a Zoe?
Yeah.
The Yasuo into Rumble's a little rough though.
Yeah, I like the Rumble end of that matchup. But yeah, so one of the other counters that I like to Tahm Kench is actually just picking an enchanter like Lulu, and in the LCK they've been going things like Lulu Aphelios, and Lulu with other like hyper carries, because you pick the Tahm Kench and then the Lulu just gets to scale.
Yeah.
So if I ever see like a Tahm Kench like Ezreal lane, like I even think like something
Lulu Cog.
Yeah, no, Lulu Cog, Lulu Vayne, because Vayne's actually pretty good versus frontline heavy comps, because people love picking tanks in NA.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to see, like, if people are just so willing to blind pick such a one-dimensional champion like Tahm Kench, I want to see things like Bard, things that are like traditionally not considered competitive picks, to just come out to counter him. I'm just tired of seeing the handshake against Tahm Kench.
Well, let's talk about overall team comp win conditions, and we can get through the game.
All right.
Pick a team, and I'll do the other one.
All right, I'll pick C9.
Okay, talk about their win cons.
All right, so C9 win condition is play through solo lanes right here. They want to get the Gragas plus Aurelia plus Yasuo combo, specifically mid lane. So they really want to get mid lane going for that 2v2. The Gragas plus the Yasuo combination can definitely beat Rek'Sai Jace, in my opinion. So they want to play through mid here. And then after that, they're going to be looking for really early dragon fights and using that Aurelia flank plus Bard engage plus Gragas ultimate to get Yasuo into the backline, and they're just looking to run the fight over. If this game lasts too long, I actually think the Cloud9 comp essentially has to rely on getting picks, because if they do just a standard normal team fight, they would lose. But they have a lot of tools to get that going. Like I said, they can always rely on Gragas ult plus Yasuo to get a pick, or even Bard ult's really good from long distance.
Yeah, and then not to mention Aphelios with Gravitum is one of the best long-range engagers.
So
in the
even
meta.
though like you see the C9 comp and you look at it and it looks kind of janky, it has so many long-range pick tools that it's definitely a team comp that has a lot of versatility in terms of how they choose to fight, which is perfect for a team like C9 that loves to pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm. And on the other hand, for CLG, their major win condition is team fight. When you have the Rumble, Varus, Jace, you want to be team fighting. Like, I want to say 1-3-1 because they have the Tahm Kench and two solo laners that can split push. But in a 1-3-1 situation, they can be picked off so easily. Like, I don't want to be a Rumble or a Jace versus Irelia in a side lane versus Yasuo in a side lane. That seems like nightmare situations.
Not to mention the Bard coming in.
Yeah. So they're actually going to be looking for team fights.
Yeah, I think it's just set up camp at a neutral objective, poke people down, even at the cost of burning Rumble Ultimate,
Yeah.
and then just snag that objective away from C9 before they get picked off. I completely agree. The 1-3-1 could have worked versus different comps, just not this one.
Yeah. If the fight start on an even manner before poke damage has come down,
Yeah.
CLG cannot win.
Yeah, I agree. They need to get the poke down first, or they get run over because they don't have a proper front line. Rek'Sai doesn't count. Tahm Kench doesn't really count, right? It's not like disruptive kind of protection, right? Tahm Kench just walks forward and eats someone, right? It's not like Maokai or Ornn who are actually like standing there disrupting the fight, or even a Jarvan. So Counter Logic needs poke, and they need the Varus ultimate and the Rumble ultimate to do something and essentially kill one person, or they get run over. They could also use Rumble ult defensively to just split the C9 comp in half, leave the Bard and Aphelios in the backline, and then deal with the first three. But it's still very difficult if Cloud9 comes in from different angles, because they're able to, right? Aurelia can flank easily, Bard can flank easily. So it's kind of rough for CLG's team fighting.
Yeah. All right, let's get started with the game. Corrupting Pot Varus. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's been the standard for the poke build for a long time. I don't personally agree with it. I'm just saying that's what people do. I like the corrupting potion for the extra poke and mana sustain.
It's so little.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just saying I haven't the numbers on it are pretty. They're pretty mess. So the other interesting thing is Pobelter goes I like it. The
Common
aggressive
Rumble?
start. He not only he's good Common Rumble, but he takes Ignite. I've been seeing random Rumble builds take heal. Faker's done it. A couple other Rumbles have done it. They go heal. Pobelter goes Ignite.
He ain't about that life.
Yeah, he ain't about that life. He goes the D ring. He's going for the 1v1, which is definitely what you want to do in a matchup like Yasuo, where you can
Run him over.
Yeah, you can just run him over, and you want to keep that kind of line of aggression. You don't want the Yasuo scale up a little bit too big, where he can just kind of ignore you and push the wave in too quickly.
I know it's a little different in pro play, but Irelia versus Jace is normally a nightmare matchup for Jace, no?
Yeah, in solo queue, Aurelia is just majorly favored just because she closes the gap, and even when Jace knocks her away, she can gap close right back in, and it just does.
This invade, though.
I love level 1 plays. I love level 1 invades. When you know you have the better level 1. Aurelia, kind of garbage at level 1. Yasuo, okay. But Jace and Rumble's DPS is just that much higher.
Any matchup where Irelia has to learn stun level 1,
It's
it's a garbage matchup.
Yeah, you know
She
that
has
from
to learn
experience.
stun. Yeah. No, versus Jace, there's nothing you can do level 1.
Yeah, you just lose. It's this standard Jace zoning at level 1.
He did get all 3 melee creeps and the wave pushing into him. Licorice is actually so good about playing weak side. I
Yeah.
think there's an argument for Broken Blade being the best top laner overall because he's playing the carry role on TSM.
He's doing
and,
such amazing things for that team. So.
and Licorice is doing more of the utility role for C9, but he is by far the best weak side top laner.
You put him over Impact on weak side?
Right now, yeah.
Oh, okay, right now. But what about last year Impact?
I had last year. Right now,
Yeah.
Licorice is the best weak side
Okay.
top laner.
All right. Yes. I love me some Bard. It's just look at the matchup. There's nothing you can do. Please abuse Tahm Kench as a pick.
It's just such a stark difference, what Stickface doing versus what Licorice is doing.
Yeah.
Licorice is making sure he's staying far back, not taking damage. Stickface walking
6-8
up.
contested.
When he's level 1 to level 2.
Level 2 versus Bard of all
Yeah.
champions too. That champion's auto attacks are stronger than AD carries at most points in the game, really. All right, we got Wiggly.
Trying to fend off an invade. Looks like he
From
got it
Blabber.
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rumble has way too much prio.
I mean, it's one of those things where Blabber's well, my bot lane's got prio, so let me invade bot side. But the Rumble prio, and especially with how quickly Rumble can roam due to the Scrap Shield's movement speed, is just too much. Especially because Gragas at this point in the game's down a keystone in terms of combat.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to take that fight.
Licorice got the wave kind of building up, pushing into Jace. This is such a nice position for him.
Yeah, it does put him.
He can recall. Now
He
Jace is
can
stuck.
recall, but I actually think it's Jace wave control in favor of him, just because Rek'Sai's playing topside, and so Licorice was actually forced to reset while it's frozen, and Wiggly can then do a top gank right here.
Depends on if he pushes it in
Yeah.
here or not.
Yeah, if Rune maintains freeze and Wiggly ganks here, Licorice could get screwed over, especially because Grog is playing bot side.
Yep.
So I do like the play from Ruin to push on third wave, make the wave reset, knowing that Wiggly's going to try and play topside here. I'm not certain as to why he's not playing for the
there's
gank.
there's a pink going down. I think the wave is pushing back. I'm not sure.
Did he not?
Let's check.
He should. No, he's
Oh,
got
okay,
the freeze.
it's pushing. Okay.
Yeah, see, so like you see how like C9's like Licorice puts the control ward down. Grog is
It's
coming
no,
topside.
it's gonna push back to Licorice.
Okay.
When the next wave meets, it's gonna push back for
it'll
sure.
push back now,
Yeah.
and Wiggly's coming in. So I do like that. Like both junglers are like aware what's happening in the top lane, and they're playing around it pretty perfectly. Who do you think wins this 2v2 though?
This 2v2.
Yeah.
It really depends on who opens. Like if Gragas opens with E flash and they get the stun afterwards, the Irelia side will win.
Yeah, I think so too. Although the Rune does have Phase Rush Resolve, so he's like really playing for lane. But I wouldn't have taken that 2v2 simply due to item difference.
Irelia had second Doran's.
Second Doran's and Gragas Predator Boots Amptome, and Wiggly hadn't bought yet.
Oh, can you get the freeze here?
So
freeze, TP top, and then Gragas regank? I guess it's not happening. They're
No,
going to play for bot side.
Yeah, I 100% play for bot side this game. I definitely agree with C9 on this. They just have the overwhelming lane advantage.
Well, the CS differential is not as big as I thought it would be.
It's not. They're lasting pretty well.
Summoner's being burned there.
But no more sustain for 6A. So here's the downside of Corrupting Potion versus Doran's Blade, right?
Once you're out, you're out.
Yeah, so he's just done for. So even though they might have stabilized now, it's not gonna stay like that, and they need to get bailed out. But yeah, so I do like the fact that CLG didn't take the 2v2 in top lane. It's just like Blabber's just like all over Wiggly in the jungle though. It's like such easy tracking, and when you track the Rek'Sai this well and you're up this much CS, the champion's just useless.
Yeah, that's a big thing about Rek'Sai. You need to gank to stay ahead.
Yeah, I also think like so they have like the prio for mid lane and top lane, right? But obviously due to the matchups, they don't have prio like bot side. And it's just like Rek'Sai's just not being like utilized as a champion at all because of it. Like they're not trying to really like do. I don't know. It's just like Rek'Sai.
I just don't think there was like a lot of opportunities. There was that top gank we talked about.
Yeah.
Bottom was never possible. I think mid lane, Niski, I wasn't checking up on it as closely, but Niski didn't seem to give any kind of opening. So where would you have liked to seen him like really open a team fight or open a gank?
So what I would have liked to see is they missed a timing here, but I would have liked the Varus ball lane to look for a recall earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They grabbed the Dirk, Serrated Dirk on Varus. Rumble hits 6, and then they just force a fight with Rumble 6 around bot side to relieve pressure. Just because in terms of the 2v2, yeah, the Bard's gonna outplay the Tahm Kench and they're gonna have pressure, but in terms of an actual fight, the Varus Tahm Kench in a straight 2v2 is normally fine, and Rumble Ultimate is so powerful.
Opening on Blabber here.
Yep.
This can be a kill. Good Rumbolt. Smoothie
Nice.
can follow up on top side of the map. It's about getting into the 8-minute territory.
Yeah, so basically I would have just wanted to see like a more proactive dragon timing for CLG, utilizing the Rumble ult a little bit.
I think it would have been really hard to get that prio they wanted from bot side.
Yeah.
Because you talk about the Dirk back, right?
Yeah.
But it's not really on their timing when they can decide to back. It's mostly on C9, right? Because they have full push all the time. So if they wanted to force that back, they would have done it at a timing where...
I think Wiggly could have just like showed up and
try to force the back.
Yeah,
even.
just presence to allow them to back.
It's so awkward though, playing Rek'Sai like that. You're showing up in lane to try to push.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just rough. It's just rough because of the dynamic in bot side. But Wiggly's caught up in farm, which is good. I really want to. It's just like when I see comps like the CLG's one, like I really want to see proactive plays for dragons. That's what I want from that type of composition. The Magic Pent Rush from the Rumble is an interesting play. I'm pretty sure the math on it is still that.
You like Liandry's better, right? First item.
Just the Haunted Guys itself is better.
Here's the opening. Wow, great eat from Smoothie.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
Staying outside of the Bard ult range, but now they don't have it. Oof.
God, Bard is just so good into Tahm Kench. Because the cool thing about the Bard ultimate is like, if that actually hits, because he's in a Zanya state, he can't even get picked up anymore.
Yeah.
So not only can Bard hit both of them and it works, as long as he hits one of them, then it's a kill, and then he just hits like an easy stun right afterwards. It's just so rough.
Gonna miss a huge wave here.
Yeah, you feel that as an AD carry player, right? You feel that in your soul.
The other thing is like the thing you talked about, getting both of them hit in there.
Yeah.
For Smoothie, he has to be close enough to eat, but not so close enough
It was
where
so
he gets hit
well
by the Bard
spaced
ult
by
too,
him. Yeah, so well spaced. Blabber is just so confident with forcing these neutral objectives. I really like that. It's just like whenever he gets a timing, he just takes it.
Ooh, Rumble has ult up here.
Yeah, he takes his 1v1.
Oh, cute
Yeah,
auto.
that's the matchup. That's the matchup.
Matchup's over. Really, I guess one kill on Jace like this, matchup's over.
It's like, it's not even like she has an item advantage. Look at it. It's double door. So it's like extra Doran's longsword and what, like a cloth versus Dirk Warhammer, and she just won.
Yeah, the matchup's over here though.
Yeah, but she's like that's the Aurelia versus Jace matchup in general. Like Jace will get prio early, and then she gets one all in, and if it works, then it's pretty done so after that.
Dude, as CLG, oh my god, this feels so bad. Your strong side is getting solo kill, while your boss side is getting ganked and dying. As a Pobelter, you're just like, oh my god, guys, what are y'all doing?
Yeah, that's a mid laner, and you're just like, at a certain point, you're just like, god damn it. But you know, the PLB is gonna try to hold down here in the mid lane.
That's
Varus
actually
is ultimate.
so brutal though. Licorice has Cutlass now.
Yeah, especially with the new Bork setup for Aurelia.
Yeah, Cutlass, E, Cutlass, second
Yeah.
part of E, stun.
Yeah, pretty easy. Yeah, you can probably still land it through the phase rush.
Alright, we have the technology. We're skipping through this.
It exists.
Yeah. So, I mean, the background that Jat has right there,
Yeah.
like all the Korean traditional paintings, it's from like, I think it's from 2014 or, yeah, it's from 2014 Worlds where
Okay.
where Worlds was held in Korea, and then they had like a famous artist in Korea who does like traditional Eastern paintings, do paintings of famous players and their signature picks.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I did notice them while watching the highlights for this game. They look pretty sick.
I think that Faker was dead, and then there was like a Bjergsen Centra one also.
Yeah, that's definitely his
Oh my god, that ult was
what? Like you can't do anything. I'm telling you, Bar's just broken.
No, this is just
No.
Stixxay playing terribly.
I mean, he should have ditched tower. It's like Smoothie had the right idea.
Yeah.
Like even if Smoothie has to ult them out, I even think that could have been a play. I just think there was a big miscommunication with the ball lane. Like Smoothie ditched, and
No, Smoothie knew to ditch. If Smoothie stayed, it doesn't change the situation. They just both die.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is like if Smoothie knew to ditch, and then Stixxay is like, I can't make it out. Like Smoothie could have tried to ulti him out, right? Like I think they could have potentially made it.
I think there must have been a call made, hey, we can't be here.
And then Stixxay was just like, ugh.
No, I can. Get back in the turret.
Yes, okay. I'm like, I'm really happy about this. The prio playing with Pobelter here, on the mid lane, using their own ultimate to get kills, to get the first tower. Telling you, Bar's broken champion. Look at this. Can any other support do this? No.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie. I think that flash was completely unnecessary. He it would have hit from fog. He knows Jace doesn't have flash, right?
the only reason I can see him for flashing there is if he thinks Jace has flash up and he doesn't want to give an opening.
But he should 100% know. This isn't solo queue, man. He should 100% know Jace didn't have flash.
Watching CLG's gameplay, I'm pretty convinced it might be solo queue.
I mean,
how come one bot laner leaves and the other one stays with Symes?
okay, that I can't explain. Like, I really want to know what the comms were on that one, because I really feel like if the call was to leave, then they should have both left, and if Stixxay said, I don't think I can make it, then the Bard ulties him out.
Dude, I've been seeing like the weirdest Bard builds in solo queue. There's like a Proto Belt Deadman that's been going around.
Promo Deadman's the most popular one is Deadman's Rapid Fire.
Okay.
That's the build.
That's obnoxious.
Yeah, it's like you can't kill him, but he's also got so much movement speed and so much attack range that you can't ignore him. Mm-hmm. So it's a pretty nice build for solo queue.
It's so expensive though.
Yeah, it's definitely expensive. That's why Vulcan's going for like the more standard. I'm gonna pretend I'm an enchanter support and just get redemption. Redemption being pretty good with Bard, in general. We'll see what he goes after that.
Licorice should know he's on the weak side. Lands the stun.
2v2.
Oh.
It's like one of those things where
if he had ultimate up too,
Yeah.
if he could stay alive long enough to do his combo, this fight looks different, but he got bursted down so quickly. At least it's a 1-for-1.
Yeah. Oh, Pobelter comes in hot. Redemption mistimed.
Oh
my god.
Try to do the double Zanyas.
Yeah.
Ooh, still gonna live
Get
down.
him. Get him, Bard. Champion gives no fucks.
Oh, are they gonna take it? It's kind of cray.
Yeah, C9 is playing a little crazy right here. They have both dragons, which is I don't know. This is a situation where like both teams were gonna Like, they were gonna contest early dragons, and it just so happens that C9 had tempo advantage, so they just took it, especially because they were winning bot. Oh,
That flash burn, the second TP coming in.
yeah. I'm not sure. Would that have landed? I feel like it was slightly out of range.
Wow, this is actually not a great game for Licorice.
No. I mean, he was playing, like, really well in the early game, but now he's just kind of, you know, he got dove in the mid tower. He's taken some, like, really weird fights.
He hasn't been farming for, like, the last 4 minutes.
Yep.
He got killed mid. He went bot, he got killed. He TP top, and then he got killed.
Just like my solo queue, it really is.
These kind of consecutive deaths before you have your first core item complete is actually goddamn atrocious.
Yeah, especially with the new Bork setup, right? Because this is an item power spike that you need to hit it because your next items, you don't really get that tanky, right?
Yeah, Cutlass is not a great item. It's
No.
nice when you get it, especially in lane because you have lifesteal.
But after
Yeah.
outside of lane, you're just like stuck with Cutlass recurve.
Yeah, you want to cry.
Yeah, so he really needs to get to Bork where he's actually strong.
Boom, JCQ.
All right, let's see here. So, do you think CLG can contest the next dragon fight? Do you think they can win it or no?
Let's see. About 1k gold difference. Rumble actually no items complete.
I mean, that's fine.
Dragon coming up in 2 minutes. He should have an item complete. It's a level 11 Rumble. They should be able to.
I think they should. They'll win this as well. If you look at C9's comp, if they don't make their Bork completions, because they have 2 Borks coming in, right? They have one from the Yasuo, they have one from the Aurelia, and Varus is double lethality, right? Yasuo, or not Yasuo, Jace is double lethality. Pobelter is pretty strong. I actually think they win any neutral objective fight right now, which is why you see C9's just not even bothering to contest. They just, you see both solo laners trying to complete Bork. They're both in the side lane pushing out, trying to get that item, right? They just like.
I love this though. I hate it when NA teams group for a fight they can't win.
Yeah, no, it's exactly what they're supposed to do, right? Both of their solo laners need to complete Bork, so they're just like, fuck it. Like, we're not going to fight. We're going to get the Bork. We're going to get this tier 2 tower. They got the little bard rotation coming in to protect Licorice.
It's not even to protect. It's if
also
one
for a
person
dive.
showed up,
Yeah.
they would have dove for sure.
Yeah. Bard strolling in. There's the ult.
Oh, burning the flash. That's just worth it.
Yeah.
Bard ult for a flash.
Yep. I like it.
They have to get their backs in before Dragon. They can't stay on the map. Push out mid, and then they're probably going to get
This
their
is
backs
a
in.
weird fight if they force it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they're looking to force. They just want to scare them away and go for Dragon. Oh. Okay.
Okay, we're good. We got the bard out.
Get home. Go home. Go home. Solo lanes. Go home.
Yeah.
There's the
There's
first
the
Bork.
Bork. Yasuo's going to recall.
They need one more.
Timing wise, really good play on CLG though. They know these back timings exist, hopefully, and so they just rift mid. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, Yasuo didn't back yet. He doesn't have TP either. It's gonna be a no Bork Yasuo.
No Bork Yas.
Gragas doesn't have ult here. Why does he? What's he doing? Niski, what are you doing? He went to his side and then back to top side. Does he not have enough gold?
He
That
must
can't
not.
Be it.
He must not.
He's 167 CS.
Yeah, but he's got the Doran shield and the
Licorice got
dagger.
a turret bottom.
He might be he might have it right now.
Okay. Maybe he was tight on gold. Let's see what items he buys.
I'm really.
He can always
interested.
sell the Doran shield too. Like,
Yeah.
He bought an extra dagger,
yeah, so
so
he
he
was
wasn't
up.
tight on gold.
Oh, okay. Maybe they just wanted to keep topside even before recalling because
Wow.
he got a little bit of extra time. But yeah, this means that CLG gets to have priority over the dragon fight, and they get to set up, right. So we talked about this before for the win cons. They get to set up and get their poke damage in early
Yeah.
for this dragon fight, and that's exactly what they need to do to actually win fights. There's that Q. Good chunk on Blabber and Vulcan.
Ruin, look for the EQ.
Oh, the Bard
this
ults
is
to
dangerous.
delay it.
This is dangerous.
It's a really nice combo, Bard Gragas, especially for stealing.
Infernum for the poke. Oh, I hate that kind of Irelia ult.
The flash in, damn. Rumble to disengage. Here comes the poke across every single person.
I feel like CLG played this so badly. They committed to the dragon where they should have zoned them out more. They
Yeah,
should
they
looked
could have
for a
got
fight.
poke. They might have been scared from really coming from the flank, but I don't think they needed to be like that scared because Bardal was already down.
I mean, they're the first ones in position,
Yeah.
and they're using their tools so defensively.
Yeah, I don't think they needed to. Wait, C9 got the drag.
Yeah, C9 pushed them out.
That should have never happened there.
But that's kind of what happens when you group up so tightly within the pit.
Yep.
Like, you leave yourself no choice. Either finish and get out, or, like, there's no...
To be fair, though, the C9 did play that pretty well. I do like the combination, like I was mentioning before, of the Bardal plus the Gragas, because it lets you lay down the barrel, and then barrel plus Gragas combo, pretty easy steal.
It wasn't a steal. It was more of they pushed them out.
No, I'm just saying like it threatens the steal. Not so much that they got it this time.
Oh, Pobelter. Oh, you gotta know. You gotta know something.
He
fishy.
knows.
Something
He knows.
fishy.
But everyone's
something
coming.
Fishy.
I guess he didn't. He knew his teammates were coming. They should be able to get two here.
What was that flash from Niski?
I
Did
don't
you
know.
see them flash?
Yeah, I saw it. It was just straight
the
up
tunnel canceled
straight
there
up-
too.
Straight up panic flash.
6A flashing forward for the kill.
All right, Felios, this
Grabbing
is
him.
pretty big.
There's no one else coming. It's 2v3.
Yeah, I think this is just I mean, CLG comes out ahead on this one. I think Pobelter was I think that's a little bit ambitious of him. I think he could have just kept trailing and waiting. Like he
Just
could
keep them entertained.
Yeah, just keep them entertained, and that would have been good enough. I think it was ambitious of him to physically face check that brush.
Ooh. Irelia able to get red buff. That feels so nice.
Yeah, her auto attack range is just super long too, so it's really easy to apply.
Yeah. And you get the on-hit bonus on every Q.
It's pretty crazy. How do you feel about the itemization from Jace here?
From Jace.
Yeah, so he goes
The Senna first item. I don't even know what it's called. I just
Umbra
know
Glaive.
I get it first on Senna.
yeah, the Umbra Glaive.
It's interesting.
So the reason you pick it up,
It's cheaper.
yeah, it's like super cheap power spike, and there's not that much armor on C9. I think it's okay.
Mom, I want to get a lethality item.
Yeah.
And she's like, lethality item at home. And you're thinking Duskblade. And then the lethality item at home is Umbral Blade. Pope cut out.
C9 going for fighting the choke point, but the Rumble ultimate, dude, like you can't take a fight there. The Rumble ultimate is just way too good.
The way Niski's playing this game is actually so off.
He's playing it like when he's in my solo queue games. I kid.
Niski infamous for being a big intern in solo queue.
Yeah, dude, that guy's full on, caps or craps in solo queue. 10-0 or 0-10 only.
I feel for pro players though. You
What?
can't type in solo queue as a pro player.
Well, you get sent to Reddit.
Well, getting sent to Reddit is whatever, but having problems with Riot is like a thing, right?
Right.
Like you can't be suspended as a pro player.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean,
So-
you the way you play solo queue, you get suspended right now for sure.
But so most solo queue players or most LCS players when they play solo queue, they kind of like are stressed at the end of the day. They've been playing
No,
scrims all day,
I understand. So.
and they can't type either.
Yeah, they
So-
get
So they just have to not care when shit like that goes down.
yeah. So then that part of their brain just gets turned off. So they just limit test,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
But
But
there's a bit of an ego involved too. Like you're a solo queue player and I'm an LCS player. Don't you dare talk to me.
yeah, I can definitely understand that. Same thing about Varus's build. Umbral Glaive first item is just the best item for Varus, period. He gets it so quickly that he can just style on lane. It's like, it's kind of odd. It's actually like a ridiculous difference between Ghostblade and Umbral Glaive that I'm surprised that 6A even went Ghostblade. Like, there's enough...
Where do you mean the difference? The goal difference?
No, not the goal difference, but in terms of like the win rate difference on first item, there's enough stats on the what I like to call Legolas Varus.
Yeah.
On Legolas Varus.
Legolas Varus.
Yeah, that's what I call it. That Umbral Glaive first is just like 5% higher with like a shit ton of stats on it. It's just that there's just no reason to ever go Ghostblade first over Umbral Glaive because it completes so fast, and he is trying to snowball and get early spikes for dragons. So if you go Umbral Glaive into Ghostblade, it's just like a lot better.
So even if I have enough gold for both, I should pick Umbral Glaive.
Yeah,
over-
because it accelerates you to get to your next lethality item a lot faster. You can get to the next Dirk really fast. That's why it's so good.
Let's see how CLG does this. You see C9 zoning out patiently with
Yeah, they don't have a
turret, right?
flank. Yeah, they don't have a flank this time though. Like they have no flank, and you can see them getting poked out. I really want like a rumble ult just like right
Yeah,
now.
just right-
Yeah,
or
there it is.
sideways.
Yeah. No.
I hate,
Sideways.
You want to do it like through the river, so
Yeah.
it splits them, it zones them, and it hits multiple people.
Now they are getting poked down. It's just like that rumble ult needed to be a lot better.
Ooh,
Nice.
New Wiggly got
Dude,
it.
Wiggly's a smite.
Oh my god, that stopwatch. Oh my god, that was a dirty poke out
POB.
there. Don't follow.
Follow.
Don't follow. Don't follow.
Follow.
Never go through the bar portal. Never.
It was the
ever.
play. It was the play. No, but seriously, it wasn't.
Yeah, but the bar portal, the weird thing is, if you are not an ally, you go through it slower, right?
Yep.
So you take
A
a
lot of people
long
don't know
time.
that,
So
yeah.
you're in the portal, like just getting hit.
Yeah,
the
the
whole
whole
time.
time.
And then you end up at the end, and then you get stunned too. So if you can survive getting hit the whole time you're in portal, and then getting stunned afterwards too, sure, you can take the portal.
So there's going to be a kind of a 1v1 here, Wiggly versus Licorice.
Oh,
styled on.
If he gets the stun, I'm pretty sure he beats the Jace.
He's got Conqueror stacked up. It could happen.
Stun, stun, stun. Oh my god, don't walk in the wall.
I don't think you try and live there.
Yeah.
I feel like
you have to go for the kill.
I think even if you don't, like, you go for the kill, and even if you don't get it, at the very least, maybe you get flash, maybe you chunk him out so nothing else can happen.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things I want to say about, there's some more action here. Smoothie getting caught out while trying to ward Baron. But Tahm Kench too tanky. Ooh.
Oh.
It's the same corridor as before. You can't fight Rumble in that corridor. It's not possible. You will lose every single time.
That's Rumble's home.
Yeah. He just lives there.
That's his second house.
Yeah.
Oh, Niski.
Niski too big though.
Damn.
Ruin versus Blabber. Who wins?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Auto. Oh my god, that was actually so close.
Did Blabber just have the kill if he just committed instead of trying to run after the combo?
I think he didn't. So Gragas actually has incredibly slow attack speed.
Yeah, I know.
After you EQW, your second auto comes down so slow.
So slowly, you think he was just kiting out a little bit?
I mean, we can watch again.
Yeah. So they go for the Tahm Kench pick.
Pawelter was overheated from the minion.
No.
So it took a little while to ult.
Sven tries to flash out, gets completely annihilated.
In that corridor, you can't flash.
Yep. I don't like the decision from Ruin to flash over to chase Bard. I think if he helps kill Gragas or Yasuo here, I think that's the better play.
Let's watch.
Yeah.
Drink up.
Drink up. He gets the auto attack.
Auto. Yeah. Maybe he could have.
It's close. I think he may have had it. But yeah, I think in those kind of situations, this is just straight up like right out of solo queue. But like if Bard tunnels out like that, like why are you, or like flashes over the wall like that, like why are you chasing him? Like stay in the fight. Actually DPS people who are doing stuff.
I will say this is not the worst game, but one of the most loosest game I've seen in LCS.
Yeah, people are playing this like they're taking like a lot of risks and they're just skill checking each other a lot. It's pretty interesting because it's normally not like that in NA. We got the Tahm Kench.
This is like a two low tier LPL teams going at it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's one of the best aspects of Yasuo when you hit the tornado on the edge target, so you can use it to kind of escape the situation, which he did.
Yeah, you can actually choose the location of where you go.
Yeah.
But nice play here.
Well, C9 actually getting wrecked by CLG. In
no, it's just this is when CLG's comp is strongest, right? When they get their lethality items before any armor can be built, really, because none of those champions really build armor. Mm-hmm. So it's just that. It's just the item difference right now. One of the things I want to mention a little far back though is, do you remember like that last dragon fight, the only one that CLG actually won?
Yeah.
And Ruin misplayed the ultimate there. Mm-hmm. I feel like if he plays it properly, or just
you mean Pope, right?
Yeah, Pope. Yeah. My bad. If they play that fight properly, and I would have played that fight a lot more aggressively, because if they clean win that fight with Baron up and they get the dragon, it's a huge thing for their comp because they wanted to close probably around this time when their lethality items are at their peak. And when they weren't able to do that, it just becomes like a lot stronger.
Watch Niski here.
Yeah.
The ult lands on the edge, so he goes on the Varus.
Oh, that
gets rooted after.
That Bard ended up kind of being counterproductive.
Bard is a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
That
Ruin
portal
knocks him out of the portal.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, why didn't he go all the way?
Yeah, Ruin knocked him out. Ruin knocked him out. Skill checking, aka just running it down. Yep. All right, what do we got here? We got the standard NA mid lane standoff right before a dragon, which actually favors CLG.
Yep, they can push. They can get priority a lot easier.
Yeah.
C9 can engage, but I feel like they're engaged. Like, let's look at the counter engage here.
There it is. The
Gragas ult missed again.
Yeah.
They're not timing properly on the Zanya.
Maybe they don't have too. Yeah, maybe they don't have too much practice playing with Bard.
I mean, but timing things out of people coming out of Zanya's, it
shouldn't be too hard, but yeah, but still, looks like they're just not super.
They can't walk into the choke. It's soul point.
Nope. They would have C9 really wanted to win that fight.
Yeah. At least C9 is smart enough as a team to be like, no.
Yeah.
This is bad. Can't do this.
Can't do this. I like it. Now he picks up the Umbroglaive. It's not really a good item to pick up now. Would have been better if he reversed his item warrior, but anyways. I do like the fact that he has Edge of Night. It really strong versus Bard ultimate, so he doesn't get cut out. Same thing with blocking Gragas ult and Yasuo ult combo.
Yeah. I mean, if you have terrible positioning, great item.
Well, it's not okay, dude. You can't actually position versus both those abilities.
The way Stixley's been positioned in this game, though.
I mean, he yeah.
Or just the later half of LCS.
Okay, but still, it's still the right
positioning
pickup.
was so bad. He sat at the wrong room in
Yeah.
the CLG practice squad. That's why he ended up not playing that 1 week.
Makes sense. That makes sense.
Went to the academy room instead.
Yeah. Where's my team?
The main team's like, what are you doing here? Stixley took my seat.
That is so funny. I could see that happening to 6A, honestly. All right. So now I starting up the Baron. You get the pick on Pillbelter. He's the
Core part of their comp.
Yeah.
The core AP damage, the AoE.
The ultimate's the thing that's doing the majority of the damage. Niski setting up for the flank.
Oh, this is so good by Ruin.
Yeah.
Going on Niski. Don't. Oh my god, Niski still
Ooh.
got on him. Wait, where's the ult? Oh my, it's on CD. Oh.
Stixay just did no damage there.
Dude, Yasuo without ult and Yasuo in a situation where there's no CS.
This is so sloppy. I don't actually like the flank from Niski there. I think the flank was kind
wait.
of Oh, Ruin though.
Oh.
Oh, Bardotos. Best support in the game. Just saying.
This game is so fucking it's so loose.
So good. I love those kind of League of Legends. But yeah, it's just like, how do you feel about that Niski flank? I think it's pretty troll. I think if there was any champion that's supposed to try and flank there, it's Aurelia.
But why is he flanking with like no ult?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like what? Like who? Like what was he trying there? See, he didn't even beat the Jace 1v1. He just loses.
Yeah.
He just lost. He had to flash E to Stixay just to get out, and then Stixay like canceled an auto attack or some shit, and then just died.
Well, oh my god, how do you feel about the last Whisper?
Yeah, this
with
is
the lethality items.
Yeah, it's just
It feels so bad.
it's just I don't know, like, what do you want him to go Dusk here instead?
So the way lethality and armor pen interacts, it's not as bad as it used to be.
Yeah.
It's percentage and then flat,
Yeah.
but still.
Slimmer to Void. So it's just like this is like kind of like the standard item that people go. It's just kind of like rounds out the build just because you run out of lethality items. But do you think Dusk, like what would you go here instead?
I don't play that much Varus, but I just know that feeling of buying a Last Whisper after
Yeah.
you get lethality items. Oh, Niski gonna
Niski
get
just-
caught out.
What is he
What?
doing?
Oh my god, Blabber came to save.
Yeah, well, because
Oh
they've
my
been
God.
trying this all game, but every single time they try this play with the Blabber backup, they just get called out on it.
Oh, this is when your friend does something dumb and you don't want to snitch, so you get into trouble also.
Yeah,
Or
is
you
that
should
what
have just
happens to you?
snitched. You should have just snitched on
You're
your friend.
condoning snitching.
You should have just snitched on your friend and be like, yeah, Niski's the one that went bottom. I'm not going with him.
Nah, stitches get stitches, man. I ain't about that life. But really, what C9 shouldn't be about is they've tried that play 3 times this game, with one of the solo laners being backed up by Gragas and then attempting a 2v2.
Yeah.
It's just CLG doesn't 2v2. They just send 3-4 people and then they die. Now, at the very least this time, they actually had pressure from Licorice to
Push out the other side.
and get something out of it. But they're still giving up 2 kills for a tier 2 tower, which actually isn't even that much gold, so it's whatever.
Yeah, one thing that C9 does really well is balance out kind of the irresponsible players and the responsible players.
You mean their mid lane?
Yeah. and their jungle.
Yeah, mid jungle combo.
Vulcan and Zaban and Licorice also
Yeah.
are extremely responsible players in my opinion.
No, they are. It's it's the Niski Blabber combo that just runs wild.
Yeah, I wanted to say it's really hard to point at them and be like, this is the reason why they lost the game. And then I remember the whole Zaben at TSM.
Yeah.
But Zaben on C9, it's really hard to ever point at Zaben and be like, this is why C9 lost.
No, he's been so consistent this season. He's been grinding out that solo queue a lot.
Adam's all about grinding on solo queue. Is that why TL's doing bad?
Yeah. No, it's important to know like the motivation of players and if they're practicing new stuff. Sven has like 2 counts in like top 20.
Yeah, you can tell the motivation of players depending on how they voted for canceling the
that
LCS
too.
or not.
That too. But yeah, just Sven's such a consistent source for C9, which is good for that kind of roster. 1v1.
That 1v1? Do you have it? Do you have
Stopwatch to wait for
his
QCD?
cool timings? But it. Oh my god, Ruin actually won.
Dude, he's playing like he's playing in solo queue, man. He's going for that rank 1.
Oh, but C9 is destroying this other side.
Well, just like in solo queue then. But this is top lane in solo queue.
Oh my god.
This is top lane in
Ruin
solo
wins
queue.
that 1v1. And he looks around, like, where is everyone?
Yeah, looking at the run by, dude, it's not our fault. That 1v1 was hype.
Yeah.
So, what should have happened is, because that 1v1 was happening, CLG shouldn't fight, Ruin wins it, and then together, they fight for the dragon. But then all they did was just get caught out.
Ruin walked in,
Like,
immediately dies. GA pops.
Like, if you took
immediately dies
nameplates off this game, I would have, like, if you guys are wondering, like, why we keep bringing up solo queue in this game, it's because if you take nameplates off and just show me this replay, I actually think it's from solo queue. I don't think it's a professional game.
Wow, what a game. So overall, what'd you see? What'd you like? What did you not like?
Okay, so what I liked was I actually saw Ruin do well for once. Ruin's actually a pretty strong player when you give him his pocket picks. He's a really strong Jace, really strong Rumble.
Soraka. The Soraka Jaina pocket picks. He likes the weird picks from
Yeah, he likes the weird picks. I think give the man his weird picks because he's not that strong on standard picks.
What do you think of his Aatrox?
I don't think it's that good.
I think Aatrox is one of the most core champions in the meta right now.
It is, but his is bad. Okay, it's fine, dude. Maybe he's got a good Fiora to counterpick it. You know what I mean?
His pick that he likes into Aatrox is Camille.
That's such like a weird skill matchup to choose.
It was definitely a skill matchup, and you need the jungle help too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Ruin,
Yeah.
him and his jungle, the synergy isn't the greatest.
The synergy between those two is not there. I mean, it's not like CLG like played the game like particularly bad. It's just I would have liked them to play to their win conditions harder. I kind of tried to bring it back to that one team fight, but I really think the one team fight where they messed up the Rumble ultimate and they didn't like clean ace them and they just escaped with the Bard portal a dragon. Like that for me, if I'm like coaching them like after the game, like that's
You look at that fight.
That's the fight I want to look at because that's where they can win the game. If they play that fight properly, they kill C9, they take the dragon, they take Baron afterwards, they can close out with like a 3-item lethality power spike and Baron, they could actually just win the game off of that versus C9's comp. So I would have really looked for them to lay the Rumble ultimate horizontally, not let them escape and just fight that because there's a chance to win. And when you're playing against the #1 team like that and you have a chance to pull the trigger and actually just win the game off of one fight, like I don't know why they don't.
The thing I liked from CLG was how they actually played side lanes.
Yeah.
They were actually winning through side lanes, which is crazy.
Yeah, because like I mentioned before, like they just kept trying to do 2v2s with solo lane plus jungle, and then CLG was like, nah, 4v2. Yeah, we're sending the whole squad.
Well, overall, pretty fun game. It was actually a fun game. It was a meaningless game, and it actually really showed.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but it was an entertaining game for sure. That was a fun game to watch.
Also, this game, it was done live on twitch.tv/Locodoco. Don't forget to check it out, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And remember, I'm not crazy, I'm just loco.
Yeah, let's go. I ain't the first with the curse, with the thirst that I wanna be better, not worse, man, it hurts. I'm on this earth with my words, and I put them all together, insert, cause I wanna have worth. Working hella hard till they put me in the dirt. Gonna go far, man, listen to my words.